For over 50 years, Canam Bridges has led the North American industry in the design, fabrication, and construction of steel bridges, structural bearings, and expansion joints for the highway, railway, and industrial markets. Canam Bridges' leadership depends on the outstanding team, facilities, and expertise. Metallizing is a zinc-based spray-on corrosion protection option for structural steel bridges that provides several types of protection. The spray coating itself provides a strong barrier between the environment and the steel surface, keeping out water that eventually leads to oxidation. Metallizing is also effective because it relies on an electrochemical reaction between steel and zinc in an aqueous and salt-contaminated environment to drive these zinc-based coatings to sacrifice themselves to protect the steel at the site of any damage. This sacrificial protection is akin to the protection provided by zinc-rich primers or galvanizing. The metallizing and galvanizing processes are very different. Metallizing forms a mechanically bonded protective layer that does not have any thermal effects on steel components and is best suited for bridge girders. As a line-of-sight application similar to paint, there are no size and shape limitations, reducing the number of field splices and reducing transportation costs. Metallizing is a cold process requiring no dry time, and steel can be handled almost immediately, reducing schedule and increasing fabricator throughput. This process emits no VOCs, and excess product can be collected and recycled. Ultimately, a properly applied thermal spray coating system requires limited maintenance even in the harshest salt-rich environments. In both applications, molten zinc, aluminum, or equivalent metal is sprayed onto the steel. Electric arc utilizes a pair of electrically opposed consumable metal wires, typically zinc, that are fed through an application gun, atomized, and propelled onto the steel substrate by jets of compressed air. A nozzle directs a stream of high-pressure gas or air onto the arcing point, where it atomizes the molten metal and carries it to the workpiece. Heat atomizes the metal into tiny sphere-shaped droplets. Almost instantly, the liquid metal cools and dries quickly, forming a continuous protective coating on the steel surface. Prior to metallizing, blast cleaning roughens the surface so the zinc gets a better grip. Coating systems can be sealed with an epoxy, polyurethane, acrylic, or equivalent sealer to reduce porosity. North American bridge design specifications dictate that bolted connections must be slip critical if they are subjected to load reversals, impacts, and vibrations, or if slippage could be prejudicial to the structure while at service road levels. The engineer must select a frictional slip coefficient between the layers of a connection to calculate the slip resistance from 3 general categories in the official bridge design specifications. Through research conducted by FHWA, ARC Spray's rough texture, unsealed 99.9% zinc alloy thermal spray coatings had no problems passing Class B slip performance requirements in accordance with the RCSC specification. Canam Bridges is the only North American bridge fabricator to provide fully integrated in-house metallizing services. These services are carried out of 2 coating facilities that handle large-scale structural steel and metal bridge components. Our semi-automatic proprietary process provides a more consistent application profile than hand-applied methods. Canam Bridges only applies 99.9% zinc when metallizing in the shop. Ultimately, our efficiency means more savings for bridge owners.